Alright, welcome back, fellow gamers, to another edition of the Wrathcast. Cyperrat here as always. Coming to you once again from Final Fantasy XVI. Yeah, when you come up here and talk to, Odo. Or Otto. No, the threat is over so far. Well, the one threat, anyways.
They said they'd give us new clothes, but we've no coin.
And what part of give do you not understand? Looks like everybody's here.
Clive, you're back.
Yep.
And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back in Sid's place are smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
Good for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the royalist movements since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you. I will.
Ah, there's no rest for the wicked. Oh, the rebel freedom fighters.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same.
Yep.
But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men, slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang.
Yep.
Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Of course.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports.
Yep.
Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Yep.
The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
Yes.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Alrighty. It's also kind of hard to tell where they want me to go because you see these points, but you don't see exactly where they're leading to till you get there. No run in the library.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No,
I've actually come to give some.
to share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need
Again.
to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
No.
To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
He's not the only one. Joshua's seen it. Little brothers had a run-in with him as well.
Thanks to Sid, the man who heard your mother.
Oh, I could put the doggy bit one of me.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. Starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Of course not. Oh,
And what can I do for you? Coin purse weighing you down?
I don't think any of the things I have, or she had, I could use. That'd be about it. I'm not using Eatware though right now, I don't think. I need these ones.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Yep, that's all.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
He said they'd give us new clothes.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully if you know it. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongue down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Whether she'll listen is a different story. It seems very strong-headed, like Sid himself.
I think Mid might need some help turning up that roach.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making. The stack is made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Oh, goodness.
Full suit of armor, then. Best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
I'm sure Blackstone's gonna be thrilled about this one. That man already seems wound up tight as it is.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Hell with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
Right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Cool. Still, if that's what it takes to get to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quick enough if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this over with.
Up to you who you take to the desert. You may catch you in the fire. You don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Oh, I want Gav. Gav's my boy.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Alamill. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh?
Yeah.
Don't go letting them fleece ya.
It's me. I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Root of the problem. That's something new. That one just opened up recently. I tried to do that one. That one doesn't want to work for me. Is there something here to read?
You cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
Oh, there is. Goodness gracious. Oh, this guy. Sid the Second. Forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. Oh, come on. Matter of your opposition can't stand. Everyone's trust. Okay. Homecoming. Yeah. Like we're gonna let you fall. Yeah, that's the.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
You know, it's nice when you have a big open world like this. Well, not really open, but you have a large world with a lot of people moving around, doing things, and whatever. But it'd be nice if the conversations changed.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might focus on our future.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and I'm in need of someone with intimate knowledge of those lands. Apparently, the Duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the potency of lesser medicines.
I can't say that I've had much practice healing. My youth was spent in the Bailey.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon medicines procured from afar. And when those shipments are late, well, it's our sick who suffer. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here, we might save many lives. However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me, untrained in the military arts. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the Duchy on other business...
Tell me of these morganbeards, then.
But of course, if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Unsavory creatures. It's always unsavory creatures, isn't it? I mean...
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo, and do you know what it did?
There it goes again. Inheritance. Oh, there she is.
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Okay,
moan, Sid. Didn't know you had that many teeth.
Aren't you all late with the welcomes? I mean, I'm leaving again. Okay, so this is where we're going, alright?
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
Good question.
Faster!
Oh no, it says I'm going back this way. Oh, but it's a good thing I came back. Ah, there he is.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
I guess that black sand. I don't see any black sand in this area.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me.
I have some more over here. I can't tell. I can't see any difference. It just looks like regular sand to me. I can't go in the water. Come on, you. Trying to collect the sand. Thank you very much.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, Do you mind if we have a chat?
Sure, Gav.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Because you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
I love Gav. He's such a great person. He's a great character, but he's a great friend.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. Better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
I think next to the actual Sid.
Ready to go home, boy?
He was definitely one of my favorite characters. Oh, yeah.
Get it, boy.
This guy.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Silver, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that, or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind, the spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
Right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any
number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Yeah. I probably should have prioritized.
To take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle
The most
Castle.
fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth of the
No one to man the shop.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
The butcher.
Just like that. Without so much as a bow your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do.
Might as well, I'm in the area.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
Right. And that's where I'll start.
Drake's Fang. Oh my god. Use your loaf. Jeez. What a title.
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Weights and pots, poles and masons, everything I've worked for. Ruined. All those years of toil. Every
Another?
coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
You all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. And second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Okay, let's not get dramatic. Come on, Tom. I was just trying to find people I can talk to. Okay, so, hot water is that way. Did I miss somebody?
from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack. How rocky the road.
Just look at the detail, the craftsmanship. You're looking at a huge.
Okay, well, we don't know. These are three you want to concentrate on.
Family. Hello.
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heat it?
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
I see the problem. Bombs. Okay, but I still not finding who I'm supposed to talk to. It says speak with the townsfolk, but it doesn't tell me who to talk to.
Silver platters.
Will you come and play, handsome?
Lights and pots, bowls and basins.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please
Constables test
Oh. Nice. Anybody up here that I talk to, maybe? Viewer, thanks for joining.
I need to drink.
Well, I'm not seeing anywhere to go. And this kind of puts me right back.
The Centrate's fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life, however deep your friend's pockets might be.
Whoa, she's still holding the grudge. Okay, well,
understand that boy's obsession.
Oh, where did all that?
That's right. That's the baker room. Must be helping. Oh, there we go.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. I'll be dealing with a brittle blade while I'm on the hunt. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You're spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
Your business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, the carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did. Ready, girl? Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh. Ah! Wrong way. I guess we're going the long way.
What the hell are those things?
I can't get there from here either. Okay. Alright. This should put me closer to where I need to be. First, let's grab this and head on down.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Gotta destroy them before they blow up.
Out of the frying pan.
Oh, this one doesn't look like fun. Good night, lady. Oof.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Bombs, man. Had to be bombs. Is there anything else? No. Salt flats usually mean natural springs, hot springs.
Let's go.
Oh, well, you know what? Might as well go that way first and then come back. Because I can always fast travel back to the entry point of the city. If I don't travel here now, I may not get another chance, so...
Straight home now.
Oh. There he is.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must rue the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. Now look at her.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. I loved her, damn it. Now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Spread yourself. Remember the good times. Focus on your work. Well, focus on your work is kind of meaningless if the work he's doing doesn't bring him pleasure. And since he seems to be having so many problems, as a baker, focusing on work, that's not really going to help him. Express yourself would be good, but what is he good at? So far, all we know is he was good as being a miner for mining the crystals.
Try to remember the good times. Do that, and the Mother Crystal will be with you no matter where you are.
Even in the bakery. What a fool I've been. Thank you, my friend, thank you. You've opened my eyes. I have to get back there right away. Farewell!
Wait.
Oh well.
Suppose he won't be needing an escort then.
He got here without an escort, so... What am I thinking? I was gonna just fast travel. Oh well. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Great. So I got a one-eyed bird and a one-eyed friend. Life don't get much better than that.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? Something due to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Alrighty.
Where did all the men of the rock go? Probably around.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. You damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Barn. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Yeah. Just pointing in the right direction.
Now, do-san, I know you're keen, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
You have to use the good salt.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. We've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardly enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay.
And what lawlessness is afoot today? That was your doing, was it not?
I doubt they received the news quite as cheerful as I did. Tell owns much prosperity and protection from the Fang. And many will feel that now it has left us.
As for me,
I am what it is to live without crystals, without wealth. It was not an easy life, but I have survived it. Okay, yeah.
try not to
Master
die.
Lubor says Drake's Fang has fallen. Does that mean the furnace is going to stop working?
Alright, let's go.
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
I like the one bullseye. Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
Straight home now.
There we go.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just...
Let's go.
Faster!
Now I kind of wish I did this mission first. Ah! Since it's gonna lead me all the way back to the other place I was just at. It also means I have to get off my mount to go through town.
You deserve a rest.
Take a sniff now. Dusan, I know you're keen.
Oh, where's Roman?
Weights and pods! Oh, just look at the detail.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
Oh.
Be safe.
I didn't need her after all. This is gonna be like the Sam. It's gonna run up to the things, collect, and go.
One rock looks a lot like another. Hopefully this is what Seven needs.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Let me
Now,
conduct.
do some. I know you're keeping.
Master Lubor says Drake's fang has fallen. Does that mean the furnace is going to stop?
Wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Okay.
You are one of the good ones, you know that.
You and that merchant both. She's got quite a gift for teaching that one.
Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. A spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number one in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Hopefully better than that thing. That looks more like a rough dagger at best.
Master Lubor says Drake's fang has fallen. Does that mean the furnace is going to stop?
Okay. Oh wait, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so we're done here. Okay, so we're gonna go to North Reach. Wait a minute.
Anything catch your eye? Thanks very much.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here look after each other, don't we?
It'll take ages to tidy all this stuff up.
Sid.
No use calling up Rosia now.
Okay, I thought this was it. Okay. There's a blue chocobo right there. Come on, get off.
Thanks, Cal.
Nice.
It's over.
The marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for Morgan beards. Size of a goblin's eye. Not this goblin. Certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers, though.
Ouch.
Too slow.
He says after being hit twice by Mr. Big and Ugly here. Ah, shit. I don't know how to do that. Okay, shit. How do I do blind justice? Okay, but it doesn't... Well, it was only one enemy. Disgusting.
Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, I've got to this one. There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough. I've had my fill of goblins.
More. Oh, okay, there we go. That worked. Ugly bastards. Okay. Do no harm. Oh, that's right.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Alright, come on. Over here.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Whew.
Let's hope this is
Okay.
all Blackthorn needs.
They said they'd give us new clothes.
Oh, now it tells me. The Dozemere, huh? There she is. Boy, we got lots of things out of it. This is what we're looking for. Okay. Long wing and... Okay, so we're in between that area. Right, okay. I have an idea where we're going now.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. At least unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicists like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink and flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision. A single slip. And the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death. And even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physician to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse breakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. What do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
All right. So he's gonna send me back here, but I don't know why it... I mean, I know where it's at. But instead of leading me to, let's send me back over there again. See, instead of leading me to where the beastie is, it keeps leading me back to the board.
Alright, Clive.
Alright, Gav.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. Or beat sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
This man is such a cheerful breath of fresh air.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Yep.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
It's rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Sid. What brings you to the gardens?
Your flowers.
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here.
Yes.
Allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals. Here we are. A vial of pure Morganbeard extract.
Huh.
A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Okay. Alright, so you obtain the file, right? Okay. Let's see, most consumables. With potions, high potions. Alright. Okay, hold on. Guess I forgot how this thing works. I guess you... I don't know, let me see the... Okay. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Crack the crystal too? You're joking.
All right, no. Wait a minute. Ah, the saddle. Okay, and then the apples. Oh, it's not Vivian.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Some help.
Oh, okay. It is down here.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's the name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop that. I understand. It said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well,
Lostwing.
I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid.
Uh-huh.
I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
And since I have to go in that same area to take care of the Griffin, that kind of makes everything perfect.
They'd give us new clothes. But we've no coin.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Alright, so the Griffin is somewhere in between these two. And both tasks have to be done in this area. Perfect. Alright, then we can find out what this other person wants while we're here.
Sid.
Alright, we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna take a short break here for a moment so I could use the restroom, and be back in just a little bit. So hang out, and we'll continue with this adventure and see what we can do with that horrible griffin. Alright, sorry for the wait there. Oh, ad's about to start. Remember, if you don't want to sit through the ad, you can subscribe, of course, or use your Twitch Prime for free. Other than that, if you have Firefox, you can just wait for the ad to start, put it in mute, go to the little screen that's now hovering above the chat, enlarge that, and turn the volume on. You can basically let the ads play in the background while you continue to watch the show. Alright, let's go.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right.
Right.
I will.
Hello, sit. Take a seat where you like.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystal.
No. That's gonna be out of town. Okay, well.
Word is the Black Shield's still in hiding.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting.
Right. Thank you.
Come running and shouting. Probably in terror. Okay, that is something else. Okay. So we're not going there yet. Perfect.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then.
Okay.
What do you say, Torgal?
Oh, so you've gone this way.
Investigate.
I probably can't call a chocobo when I'm outside.
Good girl.
Grab that really fast. Got some Fogel.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black shields. Figures.
Black shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Stay down.
Yeah. Where's the healer? Ah, over there. There we go. That's much better.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing? I need to warn Quentin. Come on. Run like the wind.
Jimmy.
Enough.
Okay. Now back to this.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
Mm-hmm.
The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home?
Oh,
This must be our unwanted visitor.
great. An eye.
To go.
Lion eyeball. Hate these things.
Too slow.
Can't miss.
Nice try.
Wrong button there. Alright. That takes care of that mess.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Good day to you, Sid.
It's like, how many people know he's not really Sid? Because the way a lot of these people act, it's like, I swear more people know than just a small handful of people.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Huh. Ooh.
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth.
Yeah, please.
I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first.
Interesting.
Comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Well, that was unexpected.
I'm not going to change his mind.
What can I interest you in today?
Yep, keep you in the wrong one. Okay, yeah, I'm good
Always
then.
welcome here in Lostwing.
As long as there is a Lost Wing.
I know you're all afraid, but now is not the time for shilly-shallying. We've planned long and hard for this.
Oh, okay. I have to go further. Even though my thing comes up, I still can't call him right away.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Damn ugly spiders. Okay, so one thing is 200 yards, the other one is 400. That's done.
Let's hope the draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Just a minute. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Bucklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits. She always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is. So I assume the caravan will be coming from the south.
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh. Well then, be safe.
Nice question mark there.
Ready, go?
Okay, so, I have one mission there, and the other one's way out here. Looks like both can be gotten from either direction, so let's go this way first. So this one's a little bit closer. And then we'll meet up with the caravan. That was some really loud birds. Almost hurts the eardrums. Okay. Now there he is.
I'm glad you're in one piece.
Yep.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Looking for you.
Find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Oh, it's close by, so I won't use the bird.
Carriage.
Ah, wrong thing. There we go. Ouch. Ow. Yeah, eat fire. Shit, I missed. Perfect. Double down the lightning there. Shit. God damn it, he keeps... Got you, bitch. Troll no more. Or goblin. No, goblin be gone. That's what it is. He's not a troll, he's a goblin.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
He says fly, but she doesn't fly. She runs. Ah, catch me if you can.
That damn bird's a menace.
You deserve a rest.
Nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damage us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're going to be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am. Did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
You picked the wrong person to mess with.
Nice try.
Hardly worth it.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the Great Lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
Yep. I bet the wagon of supposed goods is probably just empty crates. Or they're full of sand or something that's worthless, just to make it look like there's something
So you and my mother were right.
heavy in there.
It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Bocklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
How's that done then? Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Vultures. Those are new. So it would be somewhere in this area. It might be easier if I double check the message board and find out if there's any exact location. Because that's going to be a mess to have to cover that entire stretch of land. That's a lot of area to cover. And at this moment in time, I don't know if there is a said location, and it won't tell me.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet, or... Is this gold work? Rieger's ghost. If that devil of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, if there's only to be hasty now, Clive, I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Start with each. Which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
Lush red velvet would be nice. Silk is also really good. Embroidered black linen. Man, that's a tough one.
This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but...
Yes.
My father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories. Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Alrighty. Ooh, got leveled up. Nice.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said they'd be made of linen.
Sid, welcome back. I stole this from the Dane, arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, We Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Heavy is the brow that wears the mantle of responsibility. By the way, did anyone buy a reduced mantle? Okay, northwest gate. That's what I needed right there. That'll help narrow things down. I wasn't paying attention to that part, ever. Sometimes I'm such an idiot.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Alright, Mid.
Eleanor has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Yep.
Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
All right.
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
Yep.
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will.
I need to go there anyways.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Yeah, just read a bunch of dusty old tomes. What could be more enjoyable? I would have left Jill. Knowing her sickness. But she would have been very upset with me. Okay.
Welcome home, dear. Didn't know you had that many teeth.
I don't really have a point for that area. I'm gonna have to do it manually. Oh well. That will have to wait though. Something we can do next week. Alrighty. That's going to be it for this episode of the Ratscast. Well, thank you everyone to stop off and check out the channel today. I appreciate it very much, as always. I'd like to remind everybody, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to follow along here on Twitch, /Ratscast, so you can get notified when we go live. You can also follow me on my social medias, at cyperrat on X, at the Ratscast on Instagram, and on Threads, because I try to post there when I'm going live, and what game we should be playing. Normally I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure. I might be taking tomorrow off. It depends if I get certain things done in time. But yeah, it's been got some stuff to deal with. So should be back on Wednesday though, and we'll be jumping back into Dreamlight Valley then. Disney Dreamlight Valley, because I still have to finish the other side mission for Ursula, because she has a couple of quests where you gotta help her with her deals that she does with some of the villagers. Plus I still have to finish off the last quests for Belle and Beast, so I can get them set up in the valley and get them over and done. They're at 10th level, so we should be ready to go when we get back. And deal with anybody else that has. I think the my dark side, the Forgotten, is another quest ready and waiting as well. So let's find out what he needs. Other than that, like I said, come join me for all the fun and games. If you missed any part of Final Fantasy XVI or any of the other games I've played, including Disney Dreamlight Valley, you can go check all that out over on youtube.com/Scratchcast. Big red subscribe button down below will take you straight there. Play a ton of games down there. I've been doing this for like 8 years, almost going on 9. Have a ton of games for you guys to watch and enjoy, so go check that out. Like I said, a lot of stuff down there. And if you're already watching on YouTube, thank you for being here and being part of the show. You guys are awesome. And I appreciate you guys just as much as I do everyone who watches live. I'd like to remind everybody, if you're new to the channel, again, if you're new to the channel, to please do all the YouTube things you're supposed to do, which of course is subscribe, bell notifications, like, and comment, because it really does help the channel. It only takes a few minutes to do these things, but it's a big deal for me because it helps my channel grow. It helps people get see it, and it lets me know you guys are engaging with the content that I'm making. So yeah, please. I know a lot of people say to share too, but I guess there's a really weird algorithm. Someone was saying that if you watch it, and do all the likes, what have you, leave and come back, and you can let it start, but you don't have to watch it, but you do have to hit the little share button. Even if you don't share it, just hit that on the second watch through, and it will automatically register that it was being shared, and then you can just close the window down. So, and it is a way to bypass that, so you don't have to actually watch it a second time, but it does help that you came back a second time, because it thinks that you're, you know, watching the episodes more than once, and it helps the algorithm better. So, whatever, I don't know, really weird. I just do this for the fun of it, and if you guys are enjoying yourself, hopefully you guys come back for more fun. In any case, I want to thank you guys again so much for being here, being a part of the show. We hope to see you on the very next episode of the Rats Cast. Until then, this is cyperrat signing out for now. Later, bye.